Hello, everyone. Happy Halloween. I hope we're all having a good day today. Hope we're all having a good day today. It is, of course, Halloween, the last day of Spooky Pride Month. Hello, Dr. DeBeast. Hello, Haru Hayes. Hello, everyone. I hope we're all having a good day. I said tonight on the tweets that I sent out. I don't know why. I'm just used to being streaming at night, but today I'm streaming during the day because I have things to do at night because it's Halloween, and most people have things to do at night because it's Halloween. So I figured doing it during the day is probably going to be a bit better. It looks like Stream Elements is a little bit broken, so the 7 TV emotes still work in the chat, but they don't work in the chat on screen for some reason. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, today we have a double feature for Thempire Theater. We have, starting with Attack of the Giant Leeches. That is a 1959 horror movie. It is about an hour long, so that means we can fit in an extra movie and some extra shorts, and it'll get us at around 3 hours, so we'll be out of here in 3 hours. Pretty cool, right? But yeah, Attack of the Giant Leech is what we're starting with, and then we'll be following it up with Track of the Moon Beast. 1959 horror movie. That's true. That's so true. Yeah, I think we're just ready to go. I don't really have much more preamble than that. Let's go. Let me know if the volume is good. It was a whole lot of loud right there at the beginning, and then it immediately gets really quiet. But you know, that's how movies were back then. That's how movies are right now. Honestly, they're very dynamically mixed. Whereas with streams and stuff, you tend to go for a more consistent volume. Oh, now there's volume. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down. Volume is good, you say immediately after Alright, I'm gonna turn it back up just a slight bit. Yeah, no, there just wasn't any sound there for a second. I don't know. I got this straight from the Internet Archive, so. Oh. Ah. Yeah, that is moonshine. We're all going down. We're going down to the south today. Can you hear me, by the way, over the music? But yeah, we're heading on down to the south today to enjoy some of the southern hospitality that the swamp is so known for. Okay, good. We're gonna do some underwater photography, that's true. Alexander Laszlo is doing all this beautiful music you're hearing right now. Yes, Roger Corbin is on this. Of course Roger Corbin is on this. Do I know anything about Bernard Kowalski? No. No, I do not. Dig that crazy music.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Just hold a second, Lem. Liz? You hear me, girl?
Girl? Oh?
What do you want now?
You gotta play that thing so loud. Would you come out like this first?
Oh, don't bother me.
Liz,
What's with these movies and just having like
today I'm gonna give that she-cat a whopping.
bunch of Japanese writing on their like robes?
Very well, Dave.
They're not even like
Let her
kimonos.
Let her know who wears the pants around here.
Be back in a minute.
Any whooping's done back there, I'll lay you a jug. She'll be doing it.
Come on now, Lim, and tell us about that thing you killed out there at the swamp, will you?
Yeah, Lim, let's hear the rest of that.
Like I was saying, I put 5 slugs into that critter before it went under. Doggonest thing I ever seen. And regular arms on it like a man.
Man.
Sort of different looking. Had suckers on them. Like one of them octopuses things. Oh, it was plumb awful looking.
Lim, you sure that critter wasn't pink?
Oh,
I mean, it is
I told you
1959,
before,
Haru.
it
So
was
yeah.
sort of gray looking. Well, laugh if you want. But that thing weren't nothing nature put out there. Oh, sir. And it weren't no freak gator neither. I've been poaching this country for 40 years, and I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Did you say I've been poaching
Too
this
bad you
country?
didn't bring it
Great,
back.
awesome.
Steve Benton probably pay a fair bounty for whatever it was.
Bounty? I wouldn't touch that critter for all the money ever made. And if you seen it, you wouldn't either.
You better take it easy on this stuff. You looking kind of peaked.
No. I'm gonna clean my outer lines out before morning.
Lim, I think that critter's a ghost. One of those otters you've been poaching all these years, coming back to haunt you.
Well, if that's so, you fellers will see it right quick yourselves.
Look, it's not like I want to be mean or anything like that, Liz, baby. But I got a reputation around here. These folks have no respect for a man who lets his woman boss him. Well, next thing they know, they'll be laughing at me. And they'll be telling all the rest of the... Won't you please listen to me, Liz, baby? Liz?
So, yeah. Exactly, Haru. Also, note the age difference. That's important. She's like maybe 18. Dude's like 50.
Stop looking at me like that.
About 50, probably.
I'll look at you any way I want.
40
My
something.
wife.
Touch me.
You think you're talking to? Don't touch me. You're my wife. I'll touch you anytime I feel like it. Where you going? Where you going?
Oh, you know.
I'm going out. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I won't.
Liz, baby, I didn't mean nothing.
He didn't mean nothing. What you doing there, pal?
was the young one in that last trap. I had to kill it.
Oh, poor thing.
Told you shouldn't have come along.
Well, I can understand hunting an animal, but making it suffer in those traps, it's horrible.
Well, these poachers know the swamps like the back of their hands. But I'll catch one of them in the axe some night and put him away for 6 months. Meantime, I'll have to be satisfied confiscating their trap lines. If they lose enough traps, it won't pay them to keep trying.
Well, be careful, darling. These people aren't like other folks. You know, they'll try and get back at you.
That's so true. People in the swamp are just awful poachers, people who suck and are terrible.
One man isn't going to change them overnight.
You're a real worrywart.
Well, I'm serious, Steve.
Anyway, let me wear my dress in the swamp.
Okay, I'll be careful. You just stop worrying.
Oh, Steve, I love you. I love you so much.
Does she love him?
What was that?
I don't know. You get in the truck and lock it up.
A goat? Just point the gun at her. Just keep pointing it. Keep it there. No. What are you doing? Keep it there. Seed catalog. He's cataloging all the seeds he's eaten.
The coroner ruled that Sawyer died by misadventure. Now, as far as this officer's concerned, that's the end of it.
But, Sheriff, I can't see why
Look, if Lem was killed by anything human, I wouldn't need you to tell me my job. But I'm not about to go tromping through the swamp looking for an overgrown gator.
Sawyer wasn't killed by an alligator.
Is that so? Did you hear that, Morton? Game Warden Benton says it wasn't a gator killed Lem. Well, then what was it? You know so much, go on, tell me. What killed him?
Doc Grayson said the wounds were the kind of squid or a large octopus might cause.
Oh, sure. And did Grayson explain how a saltwater creature happened to be 30 miles inland living in clear water?
Stranger things have happened, I know.
Look here, Benton. You work for the state. Now, why don't you keep your nose out of county business? Is that clear enough for you?
Oh, go soak your fat head.
Sure.
What was that you said?
I said go soak your fat head.
This is not a very good insult, so I'd have to repeat it twice. I'm just confused by what he means by that.
Boy's looking for bad trouble, and he's sure going to get it. You can bet on that.
That guy's just smiling. Yee-hee-hee. I gotta eat my beans.
So you see, the octopi uses its suction discs to hold its prey. Now, in itself, the disc will not inflict a wound.
Whoa.
Same is true of the squid. Now, both creatures have a parrot-like beak as their primary offensive and defensive weapon.
Well, maybe the sheriff was right, Dad. Could be a freak or a malformed alligator.
No.
No.
I'm afraid it wasn't.
Nope.
Well, where does that leave us, Doc?
I wish I knew.
Wish I knew.
You know, I'm beginning to think Lem was telling the truth in Walker's store. He did see something that night. Something that had intelligence enough to seek him out and destroy him later.
Sawyer claims to have killed the thing he saw. Put a half a dozen rifle bullets into it. I've seen that old 4440 used. Nothing could live after being hit with those slugs.
Slugs?
Oh. Conceding the possibility of one such creature, we must also concede the possibility of others.
Oh, there's one sure way of finding out. Go in and search every backwater, channel, and wet spot in the swamp.
Yeah, that seems like
There,
the simplest way to do this. Simply search everywhere. That's the solution. Easy. Just do it. Hey, chat, the next time you lose your keys, just search everywhere. Have you tried that?
Sure is quiet around here.
Sure is quiet around here.
Did you hear something?
Yes?
Nope. Not a thing.
Well, whatever it was, it's not here anymore.
It's gone now.
Do you want some coffee?
Yeah, thanks, son.
An army could hide in here and never be noticed.
Well, one did.
What?
Seminoles under Osceola in the 1830s. Took the U.S. Army 2 years to round them up.
Oh, I remember reading about Osceola in high school. 2 years. We've only been at it 2 days and I feel worn out.
Well, you might as well keep on looking around.
Might as well. Just keep on looking. Simply look.
Friendship is wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah. Why don't you and I start a friendship right now?
Thank you,
Happy
Haru,
Halloween.
for the $6.90. I forgot about that, that alert. I was like, what the hell? What's going on?
Well, I guess we may as well give up for today.
You won't get any argument from me.
Thank you so much, Haru. Haru. Anyways, we're leaving the swamp now. What a good scene. There he is. Did you see him? Did you see him? Did you see him? Whoa, there he was. Oh, there he goes.
I'm asking you for the last time, Dave Walker. You answer me, you dirty old man.
I ain't dirty, Liz, baby.
Liz, baby. Liz, honey. Can't you think of anything else to say, stupid?
I gotta get this order over
have a good
Miss
luck, Haru.
Shelby. She's one of my better customers. Can't keep her waiting. I love you, Liz, baby.
Get out. Get out, you fat pig!
But my customer.
You, have some trouble, Dave?
You know women, Cal. Gotta get the hair down every now and then.
You sure do know an awful lot about females. I gotta hand it to you.
I can't stand here jawing, Cal. Gotta get this order over to Miss Shelby.
No John in here.
What's she letting her hair down about this time?
Well, ever since Lem got herself killed, she wants me to sell out and move into town.
Don't you let her bamboozle you, Dave. You keep her right here in the store. After all, the place wouldn't be the same without you around.
Thanks, Cal. I better get going. See you when I get back.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah, he'll be around. Let's go inside, baby. Time to cut coldry.
Liz, baby. It's Cal, honey.
You want something, Cal?
I
No.
sure do, honey.
Nope, not at all. I'm going. Bye.
Oh, I'm dead.
Me too. Come on.
Me too.
It seems kind of silly knocking ourselves out looking for something we aren't even sure exists.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
You know, we've covered miles of back channel and haven't come across anything to support your father's theory of an alien creature. Not so much as a mud print we couldn't identify.
I know. You're not going to give up, are you, Steve?
Well, I can't waste any more time on a wild goose chase. With all respect to your father's ideas.
Dad seems so sure.
Ah, there's a leech on the table. I don't know what that pan was for. Booze. Sex. Rock and roll. I cannot imagine having a good time rolling around in a swamp.
I reckon I never met a woman like you before.
You really like me, Cal?
You're kidding. No, I didn't hurt you now, did I?
You're so strong. I like a man that's strong.
What? You sure picked a doozy, then, man, Dave. I don't think he's got a muscle in him. Just a big piece of flab. Oh, now,
Phobia.
I didn't mean anything against you. Just that I can't see a real woman like you tying with a tubbalard like him.
That phobia.
You wouldn't understand, Cal. You know, I've wanted to tell you. You just wouldn't understand.
You try me.
Try me.
You tell old Cal all about it.
Old Cal.
You wouldn't think bad of me?
Crazy. You tell me you killed your pa and your ma and your whole family. I'll fight to protect you.
I did. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Boom, 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 boom. That's my country sitcom stinger.
My first husband was a no-good bum. Couldn't keep a job more than a week. Used to get lushed up, come home beat up on me.
You must have been a prize pig.
One night he tried to hold up a gas station. He was so drunk he couldn't even run. I caught him less than a mile away.
Got him.
Got sent up. I got a divorce.
It's rough.
That sucks.
After 3 years working in a lousy beanery, I was ready for the first guy that said a nice word to me. It was Dave. That's it.
I wish it had been me. I'd know how to take care of a woman like you, Liz.
Maybe it ain't too late, Cal.
You're wrong, woman. It's too late for the both of you. Get up.
Get him.
Come on, get up.
Here
Now,
we
look,
go.
Dave, I know what you're thinking, but
I got double large shot in this here thing. You got 2 seconds before I pull the trigger.
no point getting riled, Dave. Wasn't my fault. She's been pestering me for months to take her out.
Sure, Cal. I understand. Get her up so I can get a better look at the line, little tramp. Come on, get her up.
Immediately fucking...
Come on, get up.
No, he'd kill me. He'd kill me.
Jumping. And your husband wants to take a look at you. You walk all the way, Dave?
One more step and I'll blow your plumb in two. Get over there.
Now, David, ain't as bad as you think.
Shut up,
Shit it.
tramp.
What are you gonna do?
It's,
Find out soon enough.
we're a little scummy here. It's a swamp.
Dave, you
What do you
put down that
expect?
gun before I get mad and
It's
make you
gonna be
eat it.
scum.
You go ahead and try it, Cal. Go right ahead and try it. Move.
Oop, there's one of his shots. It's only got one more. And he accidentally hit a leech. I don't know what that lingering shot was for. Just randomly firing. The most dangerous game.
Come on. Come on.
I can't go any further. No.
Come on. Come on.
Come on! Come on! Load her up. Load her up.
Go on, run. Run till you drop.
Uh-huh. Ah. That's why we lingered there.
You gotta let me stop right for a minute.
You whimpered like a fool child.
Go on. Cal.
So what's the goal here? Just double back. Oh,
Come on. Keep going.
Dave, please, you gotta listen. It wasn't my fault, honest. She kept playing up to me every time you turned your back. It wasn't my fault.
You call yourself a man. You and your muscles.
Shut up, you tramp! If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in this fix. And my old friend Dave wouldn't be doing this thing to me. It's all your fault.
Get going.
Get going.
Dave, we've been friends. We've been friends a long time, Dave. You wouldn't kill an old friend, Dave.
If you don't move, I'll kill you where you stand.
But Dave.
no!
Brave big man.
Oh. Oh. Dave. I didn't mean it, Dave. Dave, I didn't mean it. Dave, the kid is out here. Dave, please, Dave.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
You think you learned enough to stay away from a woman, Cal?
Hey, anything, Dave. I'll move out of the county. I'll do anything you say, Dave. Anything.
All right. Come on out of there.
See, Dave isn't that bad. He's just really bad.
Give me a hand. Have you got... Oh. Dave.
Oh, my God. Look out! Behind you!
Look at them.
There ain't nothing down here, Sheriff.
Well, I'm getting tired of this. Come on in, boys.
Well, I'm done.
Well, if there was any bodies out there, we'd have found them. I want some straight answers, Walter. And don't give me any more of that crud about monsters either. Where'd you hide them after you killed them?
I told you the truth, Sheriff. I didn't kill them. I just wanted to scare them good. I loved my Liz. I wouldn't do anything to hurt her. I loved her.
Sure. You loved her. That's why you chased her through the swamp with a shotgun. Come on, Walker. Where'd you hide the bodies?
Won't you believe me? It was some monsters. They...
Take him out of here before I lose my temper.
County fair reward if someone finds a body, Sheriff?
$50.
$50.
Each.
Yeah.
Well, yeehaw! I thought they got $50.
You know, I never thought that of old Dave. Of course, everybody knowed that Cal and Liz had a hankering for each other. Everybody but old Dave.
Darn fools. Grappling out there in the middle of the water. If them bodies is still in there, you can bet some old bull gator's got 'em stuffed in his cave under the bank, letting 'em ripen up for a few days.
Yeah, well, what we need now is some long cypress poles to go in there and probe them gator caves.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Oh, come on, man. You can't just show that. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, Doc. I can't do it.
I have to do it myself.
I forgot about
Wouldn't wanna
that.
have to rush you,
Jesus.
Doc, but I will if I find you near the
I
preserve.
think that might have
with
been
explosives.
cut out of the version I watched.
Sorry, Nan. That's the way it's got to be.
Steve's right, man. It's his job to protect wildlife.
What about human life? 3 people have been killed in that game preserve. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Nan, try to understand. If I could be sure something in the swamp was responsible for those deaths, I wouldn't hesitate a minute.
To blow the entire thing sky high.
Days, we didn't see a trace of anything unusual. Not so much as a suggestion of any form of life unknown to us.
Steve, something killed those people.
All right, I'll admit Sawyer's death left a lot of questions unanswered. But you can bet your bottom dollar the other 2 died from Dave Walker's shotgun.
Do you really believe that?
Figure it out, Nan. Walker admitted chasing his wife and cow into the swamps after he found them together. He shot them and he tried to place the blame on Sawyer's DTs. If Sawyer had told of seeing purple giraffes with polka dot tails, Walker would have claimed they did it.
There's one argument against that, Steve. Dave Walker wasn't the kind of a man to hang himself, not even with 2 murder charges against him. So I talked with Dave less than an hour before he killed himself. That man was in a state of shock. I've seen frightened men before, terrified men. But I've never seen anything to compare with the horror and the fear in Walker's eyes.
Well, he realized what he'd done and he killed 2 people, one his wife. Well, look, Doc, Nan and I were all over that swamp. And why didn't these monsters attack us?
I've been thinking about that. They're probably night creatures. They can't stand the light and they stay down near the bottom during the day.
You didn't check at night at all?
A small charge would stun them, bring them to the surface.
Can't buy it, Doc.
You're pig-headed, Steve Benton. Stubborn and pig-headed.
No, you gotta blow up the whole swamp,
Just don't
please.
understand, do you?
Please blow up the whole swamp. You gotta You're so pig-headed, you won't blow up the whole swamp.
Good night, Doc.
Anyways, let's go blow up the whole swamp. It's Sans Undertale. They're certainly doing a little bit of poking.
Right over there in them reeds.
Not a very balanced canoe, huh?
Just can't figure old Dave out.
If you was caught like Cal, what would you do?
I hadn't thought of that. Right over there in them reeds is where that big one used to be.
Yeah.
Caught some good catfish in that hole.
Yeehaw!
Boy, this is sure a hot one.
Right unseasonable. Sure is funny.
Huh?
Huh?
Ain't you noticed anything?
Oh, what?
We've been prodding around here all morning. Ain't run across a single gator. By rights, this pool should be crawling with them. Sure funny.
Yeah,
That
is funny.
I don't like the looks of things.
Is it funny haha or
Let's
funny
call it
ho ho?
day.
Well, now, wait a minute. We ain't pulled the gator holes around the bend yet.
You do what you want to do, boy. Just get me on dry land, and right quick.
All right. Now, ain't no use getting all head up. Let's go. You gotta quit drinking that moonshine.
Make some ornery.
Ugly. We out here. Wild goose chase.
More like a wild leech chase. He's coming. Ah! The most stock sound effect scream of all time. Enter the lair of the leech. It looks so bad. Quit moving so much, you're supposed to be dead. They're saving them for later. This is the refrigerator. Slorp. This is the slowest tense scene ever. It just keeps going.
We've been calling, but there's been no answer.
Oh, I just got back. What seems to be the trouble?
Haven't you heard?
Old Sam Peters and
He just
Porky
got
Rita
back.
disappeared.
Come on inside.
I'm naked.
You know Clovis. Nothing would please him more than to have all the swamp people disappear. Swamp trash, he calls them.
I know.
They have about as much regard for him as he has for them. When they're worried enough to go to him, you know something's wrong.
Mrs. Reed said the men went searching for Cal and Mrs. Walker's bodies, and they never returned.
Cobra says he'll get up a search party if they don't show up in a couple of days.
Doc, you and Nan take your car and get as many volunteers as you can. Tell them to meet me at the old wagon road. I'll call Doak Evans and have him bring his dogs. Either they're lost or they've had an accident.
I hope to heaven you're right.
But you ain't. We're seeing all types of boats out here today. Quit lingering. The shots just keep lingering. These dogs are just happy to go for walkies. They ain't sniffing shit. Oh. Oh.
Well, they picked up the scent anyway.
Dad, do you think they'll find them?
Only the good Lord can answer that.
Good. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Well, at least we know they got this far. All right, let's split up into two parties and circle the lake. Keep your eyes open. Let's move out.
How are the giant leeches doing? They're leeching. They're big and they're leeching. We also have doggies. We got doggies, Haru. Doggy alert.
All clear. It's clear over here.
Nothing here at all. Don't worry about it. Anyways, don't worry about anything at all. There's nothing here. Look at that one. Look at that one.
All right, let's keep moving.
The leeches are sneaky. But you know when we get all these leeches out? A whole bunch of dynamite.
Well, we can't do anything more tonight. Might as well start back.
I reckon ain't no use hurrying now, Mr. Benton. Reed and old Sam was alive. They'd let us know with a holler or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way.
You fellas notice anything about this lake? I mean the gators.
What about them?
They ain't.
They ain't.
The water this size usually has maybe 50, 60 big uns around. A whole lot of little ones. It's real unnatural.
Well, maybe our torches scared them away.
Nothing scares gators. Nothing. Animal or human.
What about a monster?
Well, we might as well get out of here.
Yeah, might as well leave. I think we're done here. See ya.
You got something in mind, Steve?
I keep thinking what Evans said about the gators. Nothing scares them, animal or human.
Tell me about the gators, George.
And yet something made them leave. Maybe a mineral contamination. Guess I better run some water samples.
Come on, you two. Drink your coffee.
Drink your coffee, damn it.
And supposing there is no contamination?
Well, then I'll send over to Eastport for a diving rig and go down to look for this
Eastports?
monster of yours.
No, Steve, don't even joke like that.
I'm not joking, man. I had some training with an aqualung while I was in the Navy.
But Steve...
Look, there are 2 bodies we know for sure down there. Maybe 4. They've got to be brought up.
Wait a minute. There are no alligators in that part of the swamp, right?
So?
No sign of any fish or snakes?
No. Well, what are you getting at, Doc?
Well, there goes your argument about setting off a dynamite charge underwater. Bring the bodies to the surface.
Get it out of your mind, Doc. I'm not using any explosives as long as there's another way.
Come on, it's explosives time.
Exactly.
I'll tell you why. Number 1, there's bound to be some aquarian life in that section, even if the bigger forms have abandoned it. Explosion underwater would destroy every living thing and wreck what nature took years to build up. Number 2, I'm paid to prevent the useless slaughter of wildlife. Number 3, I'd have to get authorization. And to get that authorization, I'd have to come up with a heck of a good reason. Satisfied?
No.
Finish up, Dad. I want to go home.
Steve, how long will it take to get this diving equipment from Eastport?
A couple of days. Why?
Nothing. Take care of yourself, Steve.
See ya, Steve. Bye, Steve.
Well, here's hoping.
Dad, can't you throw the dynamite in from here?
No, I want to get it out into the middle, in the deepest part.
Blow it up.
All right.
Some neat dry ice, yeah. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. Hey, it's Steve. Everyone's favorite guy, Steve. Oh, hey, Steve. Didn't know you'd be here. Sorry about the, you know, well, you'll see.
It should go any minute.
One. Two. Three. Crunch. Missing one.
Can't figure it out. Walker's wife, why didn't her body come to the surface?
I don't know.
I think I better walk over to the coroner's office.
You better Dave Walker over to the coroner's office.
You feel awkward about arresting my father in his own home?
I warned him I'd arrest him if he used dynamite.
It's nice of you.
Well, the autopsy should be over by now.
Anyways, wanna fuck?
Oh, Steve. I thought you'd be here.
I don't like to have to do this, Doctor.
Do we have time for a cup of coffee first?
Sure.
You mind, honey?
No, I'll make some sandwiches.
One thing is certain, for all the good it'll do now. Dave Walker didn't shoot Cal. I just come from the autopsies. Covers tried to keep me out. I told him I'd raise a stink they'd smell all the way to the Capitol if he did.
Well, what killed them, Doc?
Not
You didn't have to threaten to fart.
And Cal wasn't shot either. Every drop of blood was drained out of their bodies. And they had wounds on their throats. Suction wounds. Like a gigantic leech might make. And there's something even more
That's a strange thing to
incredible.
jump to.
Now, Cal was supposed to have been killed several days ago. Sam and Reed have been missing a matter of 48 hours. All three of them, as far as we know, were in that lake a minimum of 2 days. Now, I'd stake my reputation as a doctor that Cal hadn't been dead more than 2 or 3 hours when we found him. And the other two less than that. First stage rigor mortis started in during the autopsy.
But how could that be, Doc? It's impossible.
The coroner will confirm it. Whatever killed him is still in that lake. And it's going to take more than dynamite to get it out.
You're gonna have to use a lot of
Those
dynamite.
charges would have killed a full-grown whale. That explains how Cal and the others lived after they were supposed to be drowned.
What do you mean?
Well, this whole region is riddled by caves and caverns cut out by the ocean thousands of years ago. If there are caves above the water, then there must be caves under the water.
Go on.
Mike and I had a chance to fool around with some frogman equipment captured from the Italian Navy.
Sure.
Sort of prowled through a sunken transport off Salerno. When the ship went down, it trapped some air inside the hull. We'd go down, come up inside the officer's lounge, take off her face mask, and sort of sample some of the bottles floating around. We'd drive the guys crazy trying to figure out how we were getting the stuff.
You mean you think that there's an ale pocket or a cave underneath the lake?
Right, gotta be. How else could those people have lived down there? Not only that, it explains how, whatever it is down there, lived through the concussions.
Steve. Liz Walker. She might still be down there. Alive.
Alive.
No.
Now explain to me why the air pocket makes the dry ice bubbles and smoke. That part I don't understand. That just don't make no sense. It's time to dive. Everyone came out to watch.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want me to go down for you, Mike? You haven't had one of these things on for a long time. Well, me, every other day I've been playing fish.
Not this time, Mike.
Shut up, Mike.
If you ask me, they ought to have their heads examined. Giant leeches.
Giant leeches.
I'm willing to bet a month's pay they don't come up with nothing more than excuses. He's crazy. Him, the doc, and his brat, too. Just wait till I get on the phone to the Capitol. I'll guarantee somebody will wish they'd kept their nose out of other people's business. I'll guarantee that.
I'll guarantee.
Steve. Be careful, please.
Don't worry, Mike will be ready if anything goes wrong.
Don't worry about Steve. Now, if you were going after barracuda, you might have a tiny bit to worry about.
Ready, Mike?
Huh? Ooh, barracuda. You don't have to go that far out. It's not that deep. Or it's not that, like, wide a lake.
No, please stay away. Please.
Not exactly inviting, is it?
That sure isn't. Hold her steady, Mike.
And the question is, how are they going to explain how these things exist? I would love to see that.
It'll stop anything up to a tiger shark. But you got to hit. Misses don't count. Now, anything goes wrong, just yank on the line. I'll be down in a hurry.
I don't know what's going on. This is, I haven't been in the movie very much. I don't know what to tell you. Clarinet's having fun, I guess. Oh, we are fast approaching the end of the movie. Holy moly. Only 7 minutes left. How are you going to resolve this in 7 minutes? I missed. Oh, I missed.
You sure you don't want me to go down and finish it off for you, Steve?
No, thanks, Mike. I think I hurt her pretty bad.
Careful now. Anything hurts 10 times as dangerous.
All right. Harpoon gun number 2.
He's wounded it. He's gonna finish it off.
Does he have to go under again?
He's got to make sure, honey.
Where could it have come from?
I wish I knew. We'll have to make some tests. Maybe the proximity of Cape Canaveral's got something to do with it.
Sure, Cape Canaveral.
Well, they use atomic energy in the first stages of launching. Not all of them have been successful.
You think that if some animal life was close by, not close enough to be killed, but close enough to feel the effects of a radioactive energy, that's...
A mutation. A type of gigantism of some common animal.
Sure. Why not?
Whatever it is, I hope he's able to bring it up.
I don't know. I don't know about this one, folks. It seems a little sus. Jesus Christ, dude.
Liz. What could have done that? Look at her face.
Okay. Things are just kind of happening in the movie now. I don't really know what to say. It's just kind of happening. I don't know. It's such a clumsy thing. Just got a fucking knife. I'm gonna get it. With the play knife he's got. Oh no, what will we do if this character we met 5 seconds ago dies? I guess he didn't, so it doesn't matter.
What's that? Look at that thing.
Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Here for years. I never saw nothing like that before.
Look at that. What is he doing? What is that guy doing? The boat's gonna go away. My hat! No, not my hat! Okay, now we rigged up a big dynamite.
There was no sign of them this time. They must be licking their wounds.
You sure you used enough stuff to do the job, Mike?
I used 100 sticks of 40%. Ought to blow the bottom right out.
All right, let her go.
Oh, no. I've done enough of your dirty work. Help yourself.
Why? You're the main character of the movie. You got to do the job. Alright, now we let all the costumes float to the surface. We have 30 seconds left. Well, he tampered in God's domain. The end. The dynamite! Why are we lingering? Why do we keep lingering on shots like this? They didn't get them all. The end! They missed one or two. The end. I feel like that movie should have been an extra 20 minutes long. But because it's not, we get to do a double feature. Next up is Track of the Moon Beast. Let's get going. I don't even know, this one's a little later. I need to look this up. Track of the Moon Beast. 1976. This is a 1976 movie. CW, you know, content warning for like cultural appropriation of indigenous culture, I guess, and also just like weird crap involving indigenous culture. This is a weird one. See, we're already here. The plot was that science was evil again. Yeah, so basically, apparently, according to that movie, the space launches at Cape Canaveral have atomic energy involved somehow, and the atomic energy from that landed in the swamp, I guess, and turned some leeches into big leeches.
And this special report from KOB Television. The National Aeronautics and Space Agency quotes officials as saying that the asteroid now entering our portion of the solar system poses no threat to Earth. Meanwhile, NASA's viewpoint is substantiated by observatories as far away as Siberia and Peking. However, as might be expected, official sources in Moscow and Peking do have a difference of opinion as to the size and mass of the space intruder. Nevertheless, the world scientific community is generally agreed on one thing. The asteroid is on a collision course with the moon. After the impact, astronomers will no doubt have to add a new crater to their maps of our already pockmarked moon. In any event, we will interrupt our regular programs to keep you informed of the now certain collision in outer space and to bring you any further bulletins from leading observatories or from NASA.
Sure. For those of you who can't read, that says Track of the Moon Beast. I know it's very hard to read that green text on... Oh my god, you can't read the credits either. What the fuck are you doing? No, come on. You gotta do better than that. Come on. So yeah, the plot here is that a meteor is gonna hit the moon. And apparently Moscow and Beijing disagree. The Soviet Union and the Chinese Communist Party disagree on like the specifics of it for some reason, on the size, I guess. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. That's just like, no, there's no point in having that. Anyways, this guy is riding out into the desert. So we're gonna have some desert fun times. Exceptional opticals. Bob Orpin. Ralph T. Desiderata. Look at that helmet. They don't make them like that anymore. Because those suck. That's the way to get killed. You need more padding than that. Well, read any good books lately, chat? Oh, great. Awesome. You had to make sure you saw him park the motorcycle, otherwise you would not know what happened to the motorcycle. Whoa, he found a rib. A perfectly preserved rib. That's crazy. It's not even embedded in the stone. It's just there. Somebody left that last night. Oh, it's not a rib. It's a plate. Whoa, what was that? Well, I guess it was nothing. Anyways. Whoa!
Hi, Paul. Johnny.
It's Johnny, everyone. Johnny!
Johnny, what? Sorry for rushing the Halloween season. It was too good to resist. What?
He rushed the Halloween season.
You can come out now. Show's over.
What is that? Where did that come from?
And better known on campus as Bud Keeler and Janet Price.
Hi, do forgive us.
These, I'm afraid, are two of my students at the university. Unfortunately, I'm saddled with them for my summer field course, just as you were saddled with me. Not quite. You decided to switch from anthropology to mineralogy at the graduate level. Until that point, I thought you had a fair degree of sense.
Was it you that made that god-awful sound?
That was me,
That was me, I'm afraid.
He also does bird calls, but don't get him started.
Janet, like I keep telling you, an anthropology major these days should have more than one talent.
That's a talent? Bird
That's a talent? Bird calls? I'm here too.
I'm Kathy Nolan.
Paul.
I just reached my hand out to you.
Don't tell me you're a student. Miss Nolan's doing a picture story in the religious customs of the tribes around here, especially my own people. That's why Bud happened to have a ceremonial mask.
Really my idea.
Yeah. Classic indigenous ceremonial masks made out of metal. That's one thing I know about the indigenous peoples, that they used a lot of metallurgy.
And I saw you, and Professor Salinas explained you were a friend. Well, I'm afraid the bright idea of using it for a practical joke and getting some shots of your reaction was my idea.
Ooh, good dialogue.
I'm glad to know.
I'm afraid we got more reaction than I bargained for. I won't use the shot. That's a promise. Am I forgiven?
Am I forgiven?
Of course, Miss Nolan.
Kathy to my friends. We are friends.
We are friends.
We are, Kathy.
In just absolutely insane dialogue.
We were just on our way to Professor Salinas' place at the reservation. He's promised us an authentic Indian supper. Won't you join us?
I'd like to, if it's all right with Johnny Longbow.
It's all right with me, no problem at all. Just follow my car.
Why do you call him Johnny Longbow?
Well, it's his Indian name, his tribal one. It translates warrior's bow that reaches long to its mark. Actually, he handles a bow like one of his ancestors.
No, you just call him Johnny Longbow because he uses a longbow. Come on, man.
Collided with the moon 2 days ago. Radio telemetry from the seismometers planted on the moon's surface in previous Apollo missions have recorded the shock of the impact as beyond the end of the Richter scale. On Earth, this would be a disturbance that would rival the explosion in the 19th century of the volcanic island of Krakatoa. The impact on the moon has sent off a shower of fragments mixed with pieces of the asteroid. Some of these small fragments will enter Earth's atmosphere tonight, but they will undoubtedly explode into nothing more than a harmless shower.
Are they like... Are they actually playing that on that thing, or are they doing something else here? Because I feel like it's jittering around too much for it to actually be playing on that screen. I feel like they might be like using a camera trick here to put it in there, and that's why it's shaking so much.
Spectacular sight in the skies. And that's the story of the awesome collision on the moon today. This is Gary Kanan from our news center in Albuquerque. I didn't schedule a meteor shower as part of the evening entertainment at the reservation. But it should be quite a sight.
This is a great meal, Professor.
That's a great stew. What's
That's a great
A
stew.
lot of things. Chicken, corn, green peppers, chili, onions.
Onions.
It's an old recipe around here.
You know, just the normal things you put in the fucking stew.
All for the cause of research, naturally.
I'm glad that's what you call it.
You know, I'd like to get some night shots of this area.
Well, if you don't mind me tagging along, I know a few great spots. But they're pretty far away.
I wanna meet the person who wrote all this dialogue, because I want to know if they speak like this in real life. I'm not wearing any pants.
That is a lizard.
Oh, sorry. Things like that scare me.
Ah!
You get used to lizards here. They're quite common. That's why tribes in this area have so many legends about lizards.
Like, what, for instance?
Such as the story of Lizard and Coyote, for instance.
Coyote.
In the days before there were men on Earth.
Sounds like it's going to be the Navajo version of Genesis.
Ignore him, Professor. I'd like to hear the story.
Just terrible dialogue. Terrible
That's no
dialogue.
effect on your grades.
I don't expect it to. I'd just like to hear it.
Well, one day, before man walked on Earth, Lizard and Coyote were having an argument about what shape man would take. Lizard won the argument. They finally agreed that man's hands would be shaped like lizards. 4 fingers and a thumb.
Hey, that's right.
Was that the end of the story?
Not quite. Coyote drove a hard bargain. He agreed that man's hands would be shaped like lizards rather than his paws. But only if man would be mortal. And never again try to be like lizard.
You see quite a distance up here. Although we've got a lot more air pollution than we're used to. That's Albuquerque over there. And that road leads to Santa Fe, northeast. And the river's over there.
Paul, where are we exactly?
Paul?
I'm sorry. We're on the top of Sandia Crest. It's 10,678 feet up or down.
Okay.
Depending on where you are and your point of view. Yeah, I'd like to come up here at night. It's one of my favorite places on Earth. It's always so...
Stop touching me.
so quiet. Somehow above the rest of my life.
Right on schedule.
Right on schedule.
Paul, what's wrong? What is it?
Pow! Yes, what you saw there was actually something hitting him.
Are you all right?
Supposedly.
What happened?
What happened?
Meteorite. A lunar meteorite.
A lunar meteorite.
We heard about it earlier on TV.
Remember when we watched the TV?
Oh, we're right in the area where they're due to fall. I guess we can consider ourselves lucky.
Why did I come here to the place where they were due to fall?
What's the matter?
You've got a scratch or something on your forehead.
I don't feel anything.
Oh, no, don't touch it. Let me do that.
I'll touch your blood.
When we hit the dirt.
Let me clean it up anyway. See, you were bleeding.
That's nothing. Hey, Kathy. Look at that.
A motorcycle. Oh, that.
That'll make a great souvenir. My own personal moon rock.
Moon rock? Oh, wow.
Did I say something wrong?
No, but you just reminded me. I'm supposed to go into town tomorrow. There's a NASA exhibit at the university, and I'm supposed to cover it.
Moonrock. Oh, wow.
We'll go to the exhibit. Then we'll have some supper. Then we'll go out afterwards. Just in case the moon rock hasn't cooled off. cool enough to travel now.
A moon rock? Oh, wow.
Have you got a first aid kit in that bag?
A few things. Why?
I'm still worried about that cut on your head. It could get infected.
Look, I don't live far from here. And I've got all kinds of antiseptic in my medicine cabinet at my place.
His voice is a fucking... hey, hey guys,
Fine.
I'm
Your place then.
Oh, your place. Oh. It's a little... I don't like that. A little too flashy, I think. Whoa! His blood is glowing like the moon rock! That doesn't make any fucking sense! Science. It goes right here.
I gather nobody's home.
My mother's in Europe. She travels a lot.
The love theme from Track of the Moon Beast, now playing. Could you stop touching all my family heirlooms? You have to touch everything in the house?
What do you think?
I think you've spent a lot of your life being lonely.
When your parents are divorced, you get used to it. I'd like you to meet a friend of mine.
Big lizard. Oh my god, there's a lizard in a cage.
Ty.
Ty?
Short for Tyrannosaurus.
Sounds like something in a museum.
It is, usually. Ty looks a lot like a dinosaur. Or like the dragon the Indians call Avenue.
Thank you for introducing me to your friend.
Well, I hope he didn't frighten you.
Paul. It's us I'm really frightened about.
What? It's us I'm really frightened about. I like to watch.
Excuse me, I want to get a closer look at this moon rock.
No flash photography.
Paul! Paul, what happened?
He was taken out by a sniper from 10,000 yards.
I guess I blacked out. I'm okay.
What's with the outfit of the lady behind her? Look at that. It's like a green sweater, tank top, and then green shorts. What the fuck? Insane outfit. What the? The 70s were something else, man. Oh, it's time.
My voice been getting froggy. I've been smoking too damn much. Singing songs to the sun that's rising, rhyming words I cannot touch. Oh, I've been wandering in circles with just a guitar in my hand, playing one too many bar rooms and drinking more than I can stand.
California lady. That's how I would feel too in that audience.
Like now.
Johnny's right, Paul.
This is the most tame concert of all time.
Out in Chicago with a California mind. A lady love and Lord above, these city mountains aren't my kind. Oh, I've been wandering in circles.
It's still going.
With just a guitar in my hand.
I can't hear him. What? Why? I can't stand California lady. Won't you bring your love to me, California lady? You're the one I wanna see, California lady. California lady. A California lady. A California lady. What a terrible song.
Leaving him alone.
It's the best way. Paul's still learning a lot of things.
What a terrible scene.
Such as how to accept help from other people.
Silly Haru.
He's used to doing things for himself. He's been a loner a long time.
What'd you think of my karaoke there, Haru?
Even so.
Tell you what.
Bad song karaoke
Paul calls
night.
me during the night. I'll call you and come pick you up. How's that?
I'll buy that.
Anyways, let me turn on the radio in the car. California lady, won't you take over me? California lady, she's the one. She's the one I want to see, my California lady. That's not a chest, that's a slab of pork. Hello, lizard. Hey, lizard. Hello, my friend lizard. I need to see the moon real quick. Pardon me, lizard. Pardon me, my friend lizard. A lizard! I like how he's like, it looks like a dinosaur. It literally doesn't. It's a monitor lizard. It looks like a monitor lizard. Bassoon's having fun. Or maybe that's a bass clarinet? I think it's a bass clarinet, actually. This movie is so slow. Why is this movie so fucking slow? You know what would make me feel better about this is if I turn on some music. California lady. Duke. Wait, he went to Duke University? That's crazy. Looks like a Duke graduate to me.
That concludes the national news. Now turning to the news of the local people were stranded this afternoon for over 4 hours on the Sandia cable lift. The lift was halted due to a severe thunder and lightning storm which swept through the Sandia Range at approximately 2 o'clock this afternoon. No major
Chop, chop, chop.
although 7 people did request hospitalization.
Standing here all night. Oh, but not.
Oh, go to hell, Sid. I told you what was going to happen when you came home again from that bowling alley drunk. I'm going to bed. And you can just sleep it off out there. Go to hell.
Who's there?
Me? Are you talking to me? Oh my god, he's talking to me. That's me. Huh? Why are we going down? Hello? Where are we going? What is the point of this? We're gonna see... There's blood coming through... Oh my god, that blood looks so bad. Why would you? Bleh.
Thanks, Kramer, for bringing the professor.
Oh, Mark? What happened here?
A killing. A messy one.
A messy one.
The medical examiner's report being phoned in?
I'll make sure I'll have a copy of your desk when you get back, Captain.
Good. Let me have copies of the other reports, too. All of them.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Check in the house and see if you can lend a hand.
Why is Johnny Longbow here?
Now I'll tell you why. Exactly why I asked you here.
Oh, well, thank you.
It sounded urgent.
It's because I need an opinion from you.
My field is in medicine. You know that, Mark.
I know.
Well, what then?
One problem with being a cop is that eventually you think you've seen everything. Well, this morning I found out I was wrong. This is different. Which one is him? The woman had a weak heart, and what she saw when she opened the door apparently finished her. There's no report of any violence on her. But take a look at the man.
Just take a look at this.
Kind of thing would cut up someone like that.
5 seconds. You get 2 seconds to look at him.
No, Johnny. Not that easy.
Don't look too closely, because you'll see how cheap the effects are.
Let's show you something one of my men found at the back of the house.
Droppings. Lots of them.
Whatever. Killed Harris must have tripped over the garden hose and grabbed at the side of the house for support. Take a break. I'll check things here.
You're right. That wasn't made by a mountain lion. That mark was made by a human hand.
Well, I would agree with you except for one thing. You tell me what kind of human makes a footprint like that. Now you get the
That's a
picture?
really big human hand, my guy. Jesus Christ.
When I got that radio call, I thought someone had made a real goof. But when I saw Harris, I had to believe it. Harris was killed by some kind of thing that was nearly 7 feet tall. Had hands with claws on the fingers. And walked on feet like I've never seen before. Now that's why I had to bring you here, Johnny. Now you're right, this is not some kind of medical problem. I don't know what kind of problem it is. You're an anthropologist, Johnny. I thought, well, just maybe, you might be able to help us with this.
Why would you think this?
Well, I can't tell you. I've seen a track like that before. Where? In a museum. A fossil track. Several million years old.
Dinosaurs.
Have you men made a plastic cast of the track? We might get a better answer from the paleontology department at the university. The department head, Dietz, he's a friend of mine.
Let's go now. The casting should be ready.
Get up, sleepyhead. I'm going to murder you.
I decided to make breakfast for us while you hit the shower. Paul!
Paul!
I agree with Professor Salinas. Your casting here is that of the left hind foot of some form of reptile, some very, very large lizard.
I still can't believe that there are lizards that big in New Mexico, or anywhere else for that matter.
Sorry, Captain McCabe, you're wrong about that. There is a lizard we call Varnus comodensis. There's some photos of him over in the paleontology lab, who grows to be all of 10 feet long. He's quite a fellow. The Indonesians call him the Komodo dragon.
Gee, is it possible that one of these lizards is here? Somehow.
I don't think so. And if there were one somehow on the loose, it wouldn't be what you're looking for. The Komodo dragon walks on 4 feet. This indicates a lizard that can walk upright. Some form of reptile closely related to the Tyrannosaurus rex.
Saurus. I love the Saurus. Tyrannosaurus is my favorite lizard.
Thanks, Johnny. But how in the hell am I going to tell the commissioner or anyone down at City Hall? A man was killed on the doorstep of his own home last night by some kind of dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Oh, a lot better than yesterday. Hi.
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 Pretty good. But you should see Johnny work with the bow.
You should see Johnny work the bow.
Conference archery champ in college. I've seen his trophies. How about a little demonstration for our captain?
All right. Come on, Johnny Longbow. I'd like to see you live up to your name.
I'd like to see you live up to your name.
Johnny made everything himself. Even the arrowheads. Everything.
Ow, sharp.
Okay, Johnny. Now let's really impress the lady from New York.
Everyone's laughing, having fun. We're all having fun here. On this wonderful reservation we find ourselves on. Get out of the way, kids. We're gonna establish what the idea is here. Cool. I've been shot. Oh. This guy just keeps getting sniped.
think he overdid it by coming out here today. Better get him home, Kathy.
Here, I'll turn on the radio. California ladies.
Oh, no. You're not talking me out of it this time. I'm staying. You need looking after. Did you take the aspirins?
Yes, master.
There. That's better. Dark and restful. You should be able to sleep now. If you should need anything, I'll be right in the den, okay?
Okay.
Be right there. Ugh. I don't even know what to say at this point. This movie is really boring. There's some funny moments in it, like the California lady and a meteor. Oh wow. Or a moon rock. A moon rock. Oh wow. But this right here, not interesting. Boom, 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 dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, wham. Bum, bum, bum. Da, da, da. Oh. There he is, glistening in the moonlight.
Open it. Okay, then. I'll open it. Wait just a minute. I'll open it for two. You'll open it for two. Right. All right, I'll see it. I'm in for two. You're in for two? How about you, Earl? Yeah, I'm going to stay for two. Okay, how many cards? I'll take a pair. A pair will never win this game. A pair will never win this game, friend. I'm going to say same thing as he does. Same thing. Okay. Two for you, and two winning cards for the big winner of the night.
They're playing cards. Ah, card games. Yay! It's interesting again. Ah.
Paul.
Huh.
When I woke up and couldn't find you anywhere in the house, I got so worried. What are you doing out here?
What are you doing out here?
It was so warm in my room. I couldn't get back to sleep.
But it must have been chilly out here last night. You could have caught cold. All you men are alike. Sometimes you act like such big babies.
Such a big baby.
Come on.
Oh my god.
I'll
Is
make
that
you
a
breakfast.
is that a towel
He was still
with the
alive when
print
we
of a
found him.
$100 bill that was there? Awful.
The man was pretty far gone in shock. But he did manage to say something about a lizard. A big lizard.
A big lizard.
A big lizard that walked like a man.
Seems to me I've heard that expression before.
Maybe. Something your friend Dietz said about a dinosaur?
The Tyrannosaurus. Well, now there have been discoveries of supposedly extinct creatures dating back to the dinosaur age. Ancient life forms that are still alive today.
Maybe there is a dinosaur still alive. Up in the hills. Something drove it out of the hills. Now it's on the loose.
Professor Salinas, those poor men murdered in the hills last night. Have the police found out who did it?
Only some theories. That's all so far. Were those the reason for all that laughter when I drove up?
They're the pictures Kathy took at the NASA exhibit. You should see the one of Bud looking at the girl in the tight jumpsuit. His eyes were popping out.
What happened to this shot?
Oh, this one. I don't really know. It's probably a light leak or a lab error. It's on the original transparency, too. I was going to check with the lab in town later.
How is he, by the way?
Paul? He seemed a little better when Janet and Bud called for me before, but he still had a headache. I'm worried about him. Those headaches he's been having.
He's been having those headaches since the day after that meteor shower. Didn't you tell me he hit his head in the ground that night? When he tried to shield you from that meteorite that exploded.
That's right. He got a cut on his
Shit.
head.
Huh?
More like a square.
Ah.
Just a little one.
It's possible Paul may have gotten more than a scratch. A light concussion, maybe.
Then you think...
But don't worry. I said it might be a light concussion. It's nothing really serious. I'll tell you what. I'll pick up Paul on my way. Take him to a hospital. St. Joseph's will be the best. They'll do a cranial X-ray. Check him out. He'll be back to normal and back to you in no time at all. The lab that did this print, it's near the hospital. I'll have that light streak checked out. Save your trip?
Hurry up, Slowpoke. I want to get you off my hands. Then, your lady can take over.
Johnny, you're one hell of a guy.
White man, speak with forked tongue.
No, quick, let me write that down.
Hurry up with you.
Just the worst dialogue. Just
What happened here? Where's
the dialogue is so fucking bad. And you could tell that whoever wrote it thinks they're good.
Must have broken out the night before last.
Oh, big stretch. Ah.
Maybe the meteor shower.
Is this the meteorite you found?
Small personal moon rock. Funny thing, I've looked through every text I have on mineralogy, and I can't find anything like it. Of course, I haven't run a series of tests on it.
You mind if I borrow your moon rock for a couple of days?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Why
I'll
not?
take it to the geology lab anyway. Maybe they can find the answer to it.
There's no problems or intrigues anywhere here.
But right
Just
now,
go
I'll
ahead.
Take you over to St. Joe's. Maybe they can find an answer to what's been bugging you.
That's it. You can get dressed now.
You know, for how slow and plotting the movie is, the jump cuts sure are jarring.
I finished with your
friend. It'll take about 20 minutes or so to process the plates. Dr. Sutton's expecting you. He left word you wait in his office.
Thanks. How do you feel?
Not bad.
Good. While you're waiting, I might as well do an errand near here. I'll be back in a little while.
That's right.
Then it's not just some kind of error in printing, Mr. Hamill.
Definitely not. I remember looking at the originals on that roll myself. What you see is what happened. I can't explain it, but it's not our fault or the fault of the film.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Never. I've been in this business for years.
I'm Dr. Sutton. Would you come this way, please? I've looked at your x-rays.
And?
We don't usually discuss them with patients, but this isn't a usual case, Mr. Carlson. This is the normal situation, just to give you an idea.
This is just a normal brain. Normal skull.
The one we took of you.
Yours is really thin.
What does it mean? What's happened to me?
You've been hit by a small particle of matter of some kind. Not enough to cause any pain because of the high speed, but it is there.
Then something's inside my head?
Yes. It's not uncommon. There have been cases where servicemen have survived with small particles of shrapnel embedded in their brain.
This wasn't shrapnel, Doctor.
So I understood. A meteorite, you said?
What happens now?
Now? Now we're going to keep you here for a few more days for observation. We're going to take more x-rays. If that area doesn't clear up, we're going to do something about it, surgically.
Yeah, it'll just clear up. It'll just disappear.
I made these photos several years ago when I was doing research for my doctorate. They just might have a connection to your killer lizard.
Well, at this point, I'd settle for anything in the way of a lead. Well, let's see him.
This is the first scene in a deer hide painting I was shown. Not many people have seen it. It's something like 400 years old.
What's happening to the Indian in the painting?
It's the beginning of the story. He's being struck by a light that comes down from the sky.
A light like a meteor?
What happened to him?
See for yourself. Whatever struck him from the sky changed him completely from human
This was made by a kindergartner. This is not what indigenous art looks like.
He became a demon lizard monster. Arrows had no effect on him.
Well, how'd they get rid of this demon lizard?
They didn't, but it died anyway. It was consumed by fire. But where the flames came from, nobody knows. That's a mystery. And it's still a mystery after 400 years.
What a mystery.
I know what you're thinking. It's only an Indian legend, part of our tribal culture. I know, it's fantastic, but it's the one thing that ties in with what the fisherman said. He said the camp was attacked by a lizard that walked like a man.
That's what he said. He said that. He did.
Now, I want your help, Mac.
Well, we've got the place to ourselves. I had them close up early on my authority, and I hope this proves something.
I'll know in a minute.
I never thought I'd see the day when I tried to solve a case with Indian superstition.
We are just about to find out. It should be somewhere just about here. was that?
Pew!
I don't really know.
Me either.
My guess is that there's some unusual element in this fragment that synchronizes with that larger mass over there. And it produces some kind of energy reaction.
You mean this energy or whatever it is? It'll turn a human into a monster? Just like in those werewolf tales? When there's a full moon in Transylvania? Johnny, I've known you for a long time. You gotta be kidding.
I wish I was kidding, Mac. I'm not. Now, there is an answer. But I think I know what it is. And it makes me sick to think about it.
He's trans. Oh no!
If what you say is true, the X-rays, the way the meteorite reacted, and your Indian legend, then there's something I've got to know for my own peace of mind.
Maybe rough, boy.
He's right, Paul. Nobody knows what may happen. Let's find out. How much time do I have?
Be sundown in half an hour. The moon will be up an hour or so after that.
And, you know, a couple hours after that, it'll go away.
Before anything happens, I want to talk to Kathy. I'm sure that can be arranged. She's at the reservation. I'll phone her now.
You better give her some idea of what he might have to go through, just to prepare her.
I'll try. Kathy. I can talk to you.
What's with this camera angle?
Why is he in there? Why are these police?
Why am I in here? Why can't I be out there with the rest of the characters?
In fact, moving him here was his idea.
But surely.
Why am I the audience stuck in here?
You can't afford to take any chances. The moon is a strong effect on the Earth. Look what it can do to the tides. In Paul's case, it may trigger a whole set of changes. A temporary mutation.
I want to see him. Now. Please.
I guess so. I'm in lizard jail. I'm turning into a lizard. Look, I'm Lizard Rick. I turned myself into a lizard. Yep, that's a lizard. Look at him. Look at how lizard he is. I mean, it's no California lady, but...
She shouldn't be in there much longer.
All right, I'll get her. Kathy? Kathy?
Kathy? Kathy?
Thanks, Johnny.
Can I take you home?
No, thank you anyway.
No trouble, miss. One of my men can take you home.
Thank you, Captain. I'll be all right. I'd like to stay here at the hospital.
This guy I met like a week ago. I've really grown attached to him. Okay, now that we've changed the clock to the right time.
I hope I'm wrong.
Well, we'll know in a few minutes.
Something's happening.
Luckily, they put the bed up like that so you can see the whole thing. Also, nothing's happening. What are you talking about? Now something's happening. But that that took a while. Oh no, he's getting older. He's aging before our eyes. Oh. He's becoming an elephant. He's the elephant man. Okay, I guess he's a lizard now. Or he's a guy in a gimp mask. He really did transform, is the thing.
Then it's true. It was me. I killed all those people. That wasn't your fault, son. They won't convict you. They won't even blame you once the people know the facts. We'll have you back to normal, Paul. Do I need these now? No. Dr. Sutton's been in touch with NASA about your case. They're sending one of their top lunar scientists and one of the finest brain surgeons in the country.
He's gonna come here and do brain surgery on you.
It's causing the problem. When it's removed, you won't have a thing to worry about. You can go back to leading your normal life.
We assume.
I'd like to see Kathy. Please.
Oh, she left a while ago, actually. Bye. Again, these people met like a week ago. Less than a week ago? I think less than a week ago. Hello. Have a good lurk. TWA.
Would you fasten your seatbelts, please? We'll be landing shortly.
When are we due in Albuquerque?
In about 20 minutes. The captain got a message a few minutes ago. You and Dr. Lawrence will be met at the airport.
Thank you.
Why?
May we get off first, please? We just have some hand luggage.
That's also been arranged. You and Dr. Rizzo are to be given every cooperation.
Why are we watching this?
I must admit I was pretty startled last night when I got the call.
So was I. I've never come up against a case anything like it.
I love telling instead of showing.
I must say.
We've been worried at NASA all through the Apollo program about the possibility that something could cause a mutated life form. Nothing ever happened.
Until now.
Till now. Let me go back to sleep now.
Oh, Paul. This is Dr. Rizzo.
How are you, Paul?
He's got the Riz. He's the Riz King.
Glad to see you. What happens now?
We're going to make another set of x-rays just to check on the particle. The new set will give us an exact pinpointing of the spot in the left frontal lobe where it is.
Sure.
I thought you should see these right away, Doctor.
I think we should look at these inside.
I think we should look at these on the board. Let's just look at these.
What's the matter?
I don't know. But I'll try to find out.
If you look at the difference in the affected areas, you'll notice considerable change, Doctor.
Oh, so you're saying if you had gotten this out before, this would have been fine? And waiting to see if it got worse made it get worse?
Disintegrated, and energy factors are spreading through his entire system. No question about it.
Isn't there any way of, well, neutralizing the effect, Doctor? That's your field, Dr. Lawrence. So there's something that can be done?
We're dealing with a brand new unstable element here, one we've never seen before. We don't know its characteristics, atomic structure, how it reacts.
Okay, chat, we only have 20 minutes left. We're so close to the end. Oh, this one's testing me, man.
On the
meteorite fragment you showed me, well, we might learn how to cure your friend. But the time, you're saying...
You know, when it comes to public domain films, the later they are, the worse they are, because it's very clear why they didn't renew the copyright.
Very presence of the moon itself, a moon rock of gigantic size, if you will have a recurring effect on your friend's mutation every night, just as the energy emitted by that particle in his brain was triggered by the small moon rock at our exhibit here. Eventually, the diffusion throughout his body will be complete. And at that point, the situation will be atomically unstable.
Then, the energy is released all at once. A form of explosion.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that.
Your young friend will be consumed by it.
I've got to talk to you now. Let's go.
I'm leaving.
The demon in the tribal painting. Self-consumed. One Indian mystery solved.
Oh, Paul, why couldn't there be time for us?
That's so true, Haru. He really is just falling asleep. I'm falling asleep.
And that's why I'm going away. Now, if I'm gonna die, I want to die looking like a man. Not like a monster.
Paul, don't.
Sucking her tongue out.
I need a few minutes. I've got to get away from here.
I've got to get out of here.
Where?
Where are you going?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just gotta get out of here.
Stand being locked up here again.
I can't stand being locked up here again.
Will I see you again?
Will I see you again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want you to go back to Dr. Sutton's office. And if anybody asks where I am, I want you to tell them I'm on the roof. That'll keep him busy enough for a few minutes. Long enough for me.
I won't do it.
Kathy.
Why don't you just go to the roof? Jump off the roof.
Please.
That'd be easy.
Do it for my sake. Do it because we love each other.
Give me your tongue.
Oh, Paul. Why did this have to happen to you?
Oh, Paul.
It did happen. That's all I know.
It did happen. That's all I know. I'm a doctor. Look at me. I'm a doctor. Don't look at me, actually, because I'm just a doctor. Here in this doctor's office, I'm a doctor. Hey, that helmet looks familiar. That helmet and motorcycle look very familiar. Oh, you're putting it on the same place, huh? Yeah, that helmet and motorcycle look a bit familiar. Oh, and it just happens to fit him perfectly? That's awfully familiar.
I've ever seen. Does that kid think he can get away?
He's not trying to get away. You don't understand. You just don't.
You don't understand. I refuse to explain it to you, but you don't understand.
A search has begun to locate a young
Yes, sir.
male patient
What can I do for you?
with a serious headache.
I'd like a
escaped a
12-gauge shotgun
from a special
and some shells.
observation room.
You want
Well,
a
we have some very nice models just came in.
12 gauge
I'll be glad to show.
shotgun? Are you sure you want a shotgun and not something else?
Here's a description.
Maybe like a rifle?
His name is Paul G. Carlson.
Pistol even?
He's 24 years old.
It's like a 45 pistol, you know? That'll do it.
Tall, weighing 160. Brown hair.
Nice one.
Blue eyes. Regular features. Carlson was last seen in the vicinity of St. Joseph Hospital. He's believed dressed in tan slacks and a blue sweater.
We got a report on him. The owner of a gun shop says he tried to buy a shotgun, but left without it. I don't think he wants it as a weapon. He wants to kill himself. Why, Miss Nolan?
Because we overheard what Dr. Lawrence said in the
We
other office.
overheard what Dr. Lawrence said.
That's why.
That's why.
You might be wrong, Mac. He's on a motorcycle. If he wanted to kill himself...
No. Crashes don't always kill people. He knows that.
He knows
Tried
that.
to find some way that was fast and foolproof.
13 minutes left. Oh, 13 minutes left.
All right. If only we had some kind of lead on him. Anything.
If only.
Yeah, I'd like to come up here at night. It's one of my favorite places on earth. It's always so peaceful, so quiet.
Oh, I get it.
I can't stand this waiting around. I think it would be better if I went back to the reservation, don't you?
I guess so. Well, how will you get back?
I borrowed Bud's car.
I'll phone you if we hear anything.
See, crashes don't always kill. What happened there? He suddenly, I think he suddenly got his moon powers. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. Hey, don't break that guy's helmet. That's it. I'll go skiing. Someone's having fun with filters. Got a funny lens. Let's try it out. Wait, you were just imagining that. What?
They found the motorcycle. Where? Up in State Road 44. He took a spill. The bike is a wreck. But he'd probably walk away all right. They couldn't find him anywhere around the area.
That road leads up to Sandia Crest. Of course, that's gotta be it. Over the years, I got to know Paul pretty well.
Did you?
The one place he went to when he was troubled, the one place where he felt free, was Sandia Crest.
Uh-huh. I want more of this guy falling around. I think that's really what I need in my life.
right, Pete. Get the Sandia crest. Now listen. I want them captured. But no gunplay.
I know your kinks. No gunplay this time.
Oh, Paul. For a minute I thought you...
Paul.
I know what you intend to do, but you mustn't. Please, you can't.
Kathy, I don't know how you found me, but you've got to leave now.
No, Paul. I want to be with you.
You can't stay. The sun's going down. It'll be night soon. If I don't reach the crest before the moon comes up, then you can't stay. Then it'll be too late for the both of us.
See ya.
Any sign of them, Pete? No, sir, but we'll keep checking the area. And you stay put. We'll check down the hill a little further. If anything happens, call me fast. Yes, sir.
Earth. Oh, sorry, that's a moon.
Paul! Paul, help me! Paul!
Paul, help me.
Help me, Paul. Please help me. Help me! Oh, Paul! Paul! Paul, help me!
What does she need help with? She's just stuck? Paul.
Please, Paul, my foot is caught. Help me. Paul, help me. Please. Please.
It's lizard time, baby. We're in the 6-minute stretch of the movie. Let's fucking go. It's lizard time. Even the transformations are slow and plotting. Good lord. Awful. Be scared as I slowly drag my claws along this rock. No gunplay! Immediately start shooting. This is the police. This is the police. Well, yeah, we haven't hit him once. Try one more. Just keep shooting. We'll get him eventually. Oh, let's turn around. Why? How? How did this happen? Well, Paul, you caused 2 more people to die. Good job, Paul. Kathy. Oh, you got her. That was easy.
What happened? Where's...
He got away.
Oh, you got away. Okay.
Oh,
It's too late to help. Not now. It's gotta be stopped before there's any more killing.
He's gotta get his bow. Let's fucking go. The setup. The payoff.
Are you gonna try and stop it with a bow and arrow? Not with just any arrow, Mac. I'm going to use this.
that looks like a piece of meteor Paul had.
It is. I've fashioned an arrowhead out of it.
What are you going to do? Johnny, tell me!
We're fighting something we barely understand, Kathy. The changes that a particle of matter from outer space has made in a human being. That's why I'm doing this. If a particle can generate all that energy, a larger piece from the same element might speed up the energy processes.
Dr. Lawrence, Paul and I heard you in the hospital. You said Paul would become atomically unstable, that he would...
It was always inevitable. This way it may happen a little sooner, that's all.
It was always inevitable.
Johnny, you can't do it. He's your friend, Paul.
Paul is not Paul anymore.
Paul is not Paul anymore.
He's not as you and I know him. Paul is gone. What you see in this place is nothing we know. Nothing human.
No!
That poor kid. She's had a rough time.
Whoa! Whoa! Everything's going red. Have a great meal, Haru. Itadakimasu. This is so sad. Alexa, play California Lady. California Lady. California Lady. California Lady. She's asleep. She fell asleep with her eyes open. Let's get out of here. We're all done here. Bum, 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 bum. Holy moly. I didn't realize how bad that movie was. Oh, watching it through without anything else on. Ugh. Really, really bad. But you know, there are other things in this world that are scary. Lots of other things in this world that are scary, and I think we should take a look at some of them real quick, because it is Halloween, the night of the scaries and the spooks. So let's take a look at a date with your family. You know I'm going to throw in some educational shorts. That's what we do here.
This boy and girl coming home from school look quite content with life. And why not? They're looking forward to an important date, dinner at home with the family. What's the matter? Doesn't that sound exciting to you? Well, to them,
Use a fucking mitt, dumbass.
it has been ever since they sat down to dinner in high chairs. Why should they feel that way about something you take so completely for granted? Well, let's see if we can find out. First of all, daughter has changed from school clothes to something more festive.
Yes, daughter should always look festive for dinner.
Look more charming. Even the table takes on a special air.
It's important that the daughter look charming for the family.
Changes from her daytime clothes. The women of this family seem to feel that they owe it to the men of the family to look relaxed, rested, and
awesome, dude. Awesome.
Brother is spending an hour before dinner catching up on his homework. He has plans evening. Perhaps that explains the telephone call. But he won't spend a lot of time on the phone either. When there are several members of the family to be considered, it is not a good idea for one member to monopolize the phone. And it is never good to allow telephone conversations to interfere with studies.
Sure.
Is it that late?
Hungry.
Better tell Mother she's needed in the kitchen. Brother notices the time and realizes that he must put things in order and clean himself up in time for dinner.
He must.
Hello there. Junior is always in a hurry, particularly for dinner. But first there's a cleanup job to do on this young man.
Clean him up.
Brother takes it upon himself to help share Junior's responsibility for keeping their room in good order and keeping Junior in good order, too. Punctuality is stressed in this household. By that I mean hair is combed and faces and hands scrubbed before the boys come to the table so they won't delay the meal.
Don't want to delay the meal. That would be terrible.
Now, mother and daughter put the finishing touches on the dinner. Father, too, looks forward to this date with the family.
Does he now?
He has had a hard day at the office, and in his briefcase are some contracts.
He really wants to see his charming daughter.
But in the
He wants to see how charming she is.
Relax at dinner with those he loves. A simple centerpiece made from some flowers which grow in the backyard is another of daughter's contributions to the dinner. But
great. Thanks for picking our flowers.
So she moves it to the sideboard.
Do they do this? How do they have enough flowers to do this every night?
These boys greet their dad as though they are genuinely glad to see him, as though they had really missed being away from him during the day and are anxious to talk to him. This is the time for pleasant discussion in a thoroughly relaxed mood. They don't pick this time of the day to spring unpleasant surprises on Dad. If they have disagreeable news, they'll postpone the discussion until another time. And this is no time to dun Father for a raise in your allowance, new clothes, or argue about other financial matters.
Stop complaining.
Dinner time. Yes, Mother. Junior remembered to clean up.
Quit hitting his butt. Jesus Christ.
Brother seats Junior. Then helps Mother to her chair as he would his best girl.
I don't even need to make incest jokes. The fucking thing just does it. It just does it on its own.
Well, the dinner date has begun, and they're all happy about it.
Are they now?
Many families throughout the country observe the custom of saying grace at
Great.
mealtime.
Awesome.
It is always treated with reverence and respect.
Always. Never disrespect the fucking grace.
Napkins on the lap, the family awaits service. They converse pleasantly while Dad serves. I said pleasantly, for that is the keynote.
Dad is the only one allowed to serve you. You cannot get your own food. You must let Dad serve you. Hi, Sarge.
Pleasant, unemotional conversation helps digestion.
No fucking emotion. If you have a single emotion, you'll have diarrhea.
Then the boys. Don't worry, fellas, you won't get left. Help cut your meat, Junior? Of course. By example, older children can teach younger ones good table manners.
Yeah, sure.
No one starts eating until father has served himself. Always wait for the hostess, in this case mother, to begin eating before you start. Let father and mother guide the conversational trend if they desire. After all,
Obey the strict
they may have
hierarchy of
all
the
this
family.
possible and may want to talk over their day with each other.
Without you.
Tell mother how good the food is. Maybe sis rates a compliment too. It makes them want to continue pleasing you. Well, all this is good general advice, but there are some specific
You know,
don'ts.
what I always say is my sister loves pleasing me.
Don't monopolize the conversation and go on and on without stopping. Nothing destroys the charm of a meal more quickly.
How dare you be passionate about something?
To say that the rest of the group is bored would be a gross understatement.
Women.
Don't discuss unpleasant topics such as gruesome sights or sounds, or unpleasant occurrences.
That's a good question, Sarge. This is called a date with your family. Wouldn't you like to have a date with your family? Wouldn't you like to date your family?
Don't make unkind comparisons about your standard of living. The dinner table is no place for discontent. It makes Dad and Mother comfortable and unhappy.
We love... I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to finish this.
Don't insult your brother or sister with offensive remarks about friends. Arguments, harsh words mean tension and distress for everyone.
We love it, don't we, folks? We love it. We love it, don't we, folks? We do. We love it.
Treat the other members of your family with the same respect and cordiality you would show your most treasured friend outside the family circle. This does not mean you should be stiff or formal. With your own family, you can relax. Be yourself. Just be sure it's your best self. This is better.
Be yourself, but only your best self. Got it?
Now we're ready for dessert. Most families don't have maids, so Mother needs help with the serving from the kitchen. Son says Mother has done enough. Watch him play butler.
Watch him play butler.
The removal of dishes from the main course and the serving of dessert set the stage for the conclusion of a thoroughly pleasant meal.
How pleasant. Wasn't that pleasant? Did everyone find that pleasant?
Do you begin to see now how a date with your family can be a truly special occasion?
Do you?
Do you know why brother and sister looked forward to the evening?
Do you?
When the dinner hour at home is treated with a certain amount of graciousness and ceremony, it can be memorable. There is no family so poor but that the evening meal can be eaten in an atmosphere of warmth and gentleness. There is no family so busy but that it can come together in the evening for a dinner date which will give its members something to look back upon with happiness all their days.
Every single one of them. It's a strange choice for sure. What if I leave? You know what? You know what else you should also be afraid of besides a date with your family? And that's nuclear bombs. Just turn that down just a wee bit. Date with your family was really quiet. Did you now? One world or none.
Through the years, the scientists of the world have freely exchanged their knowledge. This worldwide search for truth has led to the greatest of all discoveries, atomic energy. No one scientist or nation is responsible. The periodic law of the elements was discovered by Mendeleev, a Russian.
Or a Soviet,
by
I guess.
Thomson, an Englishman. The theory of relativity by Einstein, a German. The atomic nucleus by Rutherford, a New Zealander.
Huh.
Atomic structure by the Dane, Niels Bohr. The positron by Anderson of the United States. The neutron by Chadwick of Great Britain. Artificial radioactivity by the Joliots of France. Uranium was transmuted by Fermi of Italy.
We're only going to talk about the white ones, though.
The mesotron theory was developed by Yukawa in Japan.
Whoa, wait!
Barium was
They're literally
derived
proving
from
me wrong.
uranium by Hahn of Germany.
Oh, we're gonna
Uranium was split
use the
by
Nazi
Meitner
flag.
of
Okay.
Austria. This pooling of knowledge is shared by all.
Wait, did the
There
Nazi
is
flag
no
go
secret.
over the normal
When a
German flag that
neutron
had
strikes, the atom is split.
Einstein?
Released neutrons split other atoms. The result is atomic energy. Shall the people of the world use this energy for the destruction or the betterment of mankind? The United States used this power to destroy Hiroshima.
To understand better the destruction of Hiroshima, let us see what the same bomb would have done to an American city. Because the only way to the only way to relate to it is to do it in America. That's the only way to relate to it.
A blast, the release of deadly radioactive rays, and in a matter of seconds,
Are those
downtown New
snakes?
York would be a mass of ruins.
All those snakes. It just spawned a whole bunch of snakes in New
Throughout the
York.
lower end of Manhattan, most people would be dead. All buildings from Washington Square to the Battery would be destroyed. In Chicago, from Halsted Street to Lake Michigan and from Chicago Avenue to Roosevelt Road, the city would lie in ruins.
I'm sure this makes sense to someone from Chicago.
In San Francisco, devastation would be complete from Pacific Avenue to Townsend Street, and from Van Ness Avenue to the Ferry Building.
Well, that's probably not a bad thing, honestly.
One atomic bomb did this to a city and its people.
Jesus Christ! I didn't realize this was going to actually show it. Good lord.
Even the most ruthless aggressors of the past had no such weapon. A A soldier of Alexander with one spear killed one. Napoleon's cannon in one firing killed 12.
Got exact numbers on that?
The Kaiser's Big Bertha killed 88. Hitler's V2.
Okay, but what about the... Okay, sure, we'll go with the V2.
Killed 168.
We'll go with the V2, sure.
Japan's war against the United States ended after a B-29 dropped one atomic bomb that killed close to 100,000.
There were a few other things the Nazis used, honestly, but yeah, let's not go there, I guess. Oh, we're lingering on this.
The deadly power can be exerted at great distances. The first atomic bomb was dropped on a round trip of 3,000 miles on August 1945. On November 20th of that year, the effective range was extended to 8,000 miles. The United States had demonstrated that an atomic bomb could be launched to reach any country in the world. A grim reminder to all nations that had the bomb and this plane been in possession of the Axis powers, they could have conquered the world. There would have been no defense against this weapon. A single plane would have broken through to destroy the heart of London. V2s with atomic warheads could have destroyed England.
That's like Edinburgh, Glasgow, and London, I guess?
Hitler had in the blueprint stage transoceanic rockets, which could have destroyed our cities.
Well, I don't think the V2 could have ever gone that far.
U-boats could have surfaced off our shores.
We would have had to do a
and
lot of
launched
development.
atomic rockets against vital targets. The fifth column would have had an even more insidious means of destruction. Parts of bombs could have been smuggled in, and under the cloak of darkness, infernal machines could have been assembled by saboteurs.
Do these react things do anything for your channel? No, but I have fun.
It is therefore an imperative necessity that all the nations of the world unite to avert catastrophe. The United Nations must establish a worldwide control of atomic energy and of other weapons of mass destruction. Representatives of the peoples of the world must together make laws which will abolish war, laws which will hold the individual in all lands responsible for crime against world peace. Only through proper control of atomic energy can we answer the question how this great force may be used for the benefit of mankind. Atomic energy, freed from the menace of war, can be for all people in all nations the great fusing force of one world.
The UN should arrest the atomic...
It is life
the nucleus. Well, now that was pretty grim. That one was pretty grim, huh? Oh, I didn't mean to open that. Go away. Let's end with something a little cheerier.
I do, Tiff. What? I know, all right. But do you know what they do? Sure. What? Make you act funny. Yeah, well. Well, what? You know what kinds there are? Kinds
So,
of what?
you gonna let us in on what the movie is?
You know, you can
What
smoke
are we watching
sure,
here?
like a cigarette. And you can take them like a pill, too. And you can sniff them. You can what? Sniff them. Smell them like a flower. Come on. It's the truth. And you can stick them in your arm with a needle. A needle? A big
A
old
needle?
Not me, boy. What if you had to? Why would I have to? Because. Because what? Well, I mean, what?
What?
Drugs are like that.
Why?
If you keep bouncing
What?
the ball in the house, I'm gonna tell. Oh, all right. Come on, we'll build something.
Let's turn up the jams, baby.
Once you start some things, you just can't stop. And drugs are
like that too.
You pick it up and it's hard to
Legos.
And drugs are like that too. Like a baby going through a phase. And like a player playing in a daze. Yeah, yeah, you break a rule and you have to pay. It may not hurt, but then again it may. Drugs are like that too, you know.
This is from 1979, by the way.
I know, drugs are like that too.
How come you know so much? About what? About drugs and stuff. Oh, a lady came to our school today.
A lady came to our school today. That's so interesting. 79 was a good year for eating Legos. That's so true.
Do they all do that? What? Make you act funny. Sorta. What'd she tell you? Who?
Who?
The lady. Oh, like
What lady?
Like what? She told us about a baby. A what?
Baby? A what? Uh-huh? What?
This is a baby. The baby lives in a...
Hold up. Real quick. Who's that voice? Who's that voice? Why, it's Anita Jane Bryant, an American singer and political activist known for her anti-gay activism. An outspoken opponent of gay rights in the United States, she ran the Save Our Children campaign to repeal a local ordinance in Miami-Dade County, Florida, that prohibited discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation. What a cool lady. She seems hungry for a pie.
Because he can't take very good care of himself.
And here she's going to educate us about the dangers of drugs.
The baby wears diapers because, well, we know all about that. The
Do
baby
we?
is kind of scared, so he sucks on this thing to take his mind off his troubles. Drugs are like that.
Are they now?
Uh-oh.
Just give the baby the thing. You're right there. Give it to him. Give him. That baby is like 50 now. If you're the baby in this movie, shout out.
Really have been hooked on that thing.
Or maybe not. I don't know what you're like.
Drugs are like that, too.
Drugs are like that, I think. I think that's what drugs are like, is the thing. Lego!
Like he's gotta have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that.
You're welcome.
What do you know he's gotta have that? What? That thing he puts in his mouth. Because he's dumb. He's not dumb, he's a baby.
That's
you
so
don't
true.
think babies are dumb? No, they're just,
Dumb. Babies are dumb.
Just what? Babies. That's what I said. That's kid stuff, I guess.
Yeah, why are they doing this to the Lego? You're not gonna be able to put that apart.
What are you making? Something. What is it? A windmill? It's something. Is it a windmill? It's something. What else did she say? Who? The lady. Oh yeah.
The little baby pie. Oh.
What? crack.
Are you having fun,
This
Sarge?
is a sort of a game, not stepping on the lines and cracks. It's kind of fun.
It is kind of
If you play
fun.
it long enough, it can get to be a habit.
Can it?
Drugs are like that.
Is that true? I don't think so.
Habits are very easy to get started and very hard to stop. Habits can be pretty dangerous sometimes.
That's me. I always do this on the way to work.
Habits can cost you a lot of money.
Oh no, he could have had free samples of something.
In the long run, habits are a lot more trouble than they're worth.
Oh man.
too.
He got hit in the neck by a piece of wood. Oh no.
The lady said that habits
It's the
were very
thing.
easy to get
From
started
the Addams
and
Family.
very hard to stop.
I could.
You could what?
Stop a habit if I had one.
Don't you?
What?
Have any habits?
No.
You bite your fingernails.
That's no habit. I could stop whenever I wanted to.
Why don't you then?
Because I need that piece.
You're welcome.
How about the way you fold your hair?
What about it?
That's a habit.
Oh, it is not.
You do it all the time.
I could stop any time I wanted to. Because. Is it some kind of a machine?
What?
What do you
What's it
think?
doing?
You'll see.
Come on. Is it a machine?
It's a machine. It's a machine. Didn't she tell you they make you act funny?
What?
Drugs, marijuana, stuff like that.
Stop!
Didn't she tell you that it makes you act funny?
Sure she did.
What'd she tell you?
She said it was like if you were a real good ball player.
Is it now?
This guy's a pretty good ball player.
He is.
Catch, he
I can see
throw.
that. He's really good.
He can hit. He can run.
Sarge, you don't need to do that. We
You can
already
even do
play that
something
character
silly,
every time we
just because
play
it makes him feel
RPGs.
funny.
Every time we start a new session, it's, what is that?
Lots of things
Who?
make you feel funny. Drugs are like that.
So drugs are like getting a little dizzy. Okay.
Of course, when you get to feeling that way,
I hope you're
can't
writing
do
this
quite
down,
so
chat.
much, and you can't do it quite so good.
He's addicted to getting too dizzy. He's addicted to getting a little dizzy, a little silly with it.
Some things can make you look pretty stupid. Drugs are like that.
He's goofy filled. Oh
Why
yeah?
would he do that?
Why would he do what?
Get all funny, dizzy, and
Why would he do what?
Like play ball.
That's the thing. Suppose it was like a
Like a what?
like a habit, you know.
You mean like the lines and cracks or something?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
Or that baby and that thing he sucks on?
The stupid baby and the stupid
Boy, that's dumb.
thing. That's pretty dumb.
What's it gonna do?
What?
What's it gonna do?
Stop!
You'll see.
I bet it won't do anything.
It's a machine. I'll do something all right.
I bet it's a windmill.
That's really dumb.
What?
Drugs. Taking drugs.
Oh yeah. And that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
all. You know something else the lady told us about?
What?
I'm gonna get some cookies.
She's gonna get some cookies,
This is
baby.
someone who's doing
Let's go get some fucking cookies. It's fucking cookies time, motherfuckers.
Oh.
She's not supposed to get into the cookie jar. It's like there was a law against it.
It is like that, I guess.
Some things are against the law, you know.
Gross.
Drugs.
Don't give it a close-up like that. It's gross. Drugs are also against the law. That's so true.
I can look at it another way. She's not supposed to go after the cookies. Maybe that's the reason she's not supposed to go after the cookies.
No.
Maybe it's not such a bad law after all.
The...
But she can't.
What? The cookies are up high to make it so she can't get to the cookies. What are you talking about? You dumb motherfucker.
I don't want a cookie. Pretty bad to go through all that.
Ooh, a battery.
Hand me that.
You're welcome.
That's the whole point, silly. What point? About drugs. What about them? Like, if it gets to be a habit, you can look silly and get hurt and get punished and everything.
Pretty good song,
Are you
kid.
gonna make it work?
What?
We'll see. Are you gonna tell me what it is?
What thing?
Internal motion machine. What's that? It's a machine and it works and it's perfect and it just keeps on working.
Cool.
I thought it was a windmill. Yeah, well, it's not. What do you mean, hurt? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
How do you know they can? How do you know they can't?
How do you know you can do anything?
How do you know they can't? How do you know they can't? Because that's what the lady said about the lake. What lake?
What?
This looks like a great lake to swim
What lady?
This looks like great water to dive in. This looks
Does
like
it?
a great rope to swing on.
No, it doesn't.
The whole setup looks great.
Girls.
But it can fool you.
Girls.
Drugs are like that. Never mind what they look like they'll do. It's what they might do you have to worry about. The rope might be great to swing on.
Girls are like drugs. That's so true.
But it might make you look pretty stupid. The water might look great to dive in, but it might be a real pain in the neck. The lake might be great to swim across.
But it might be full of giant leeches. Yep, the giant leech is grabbing him.
Be all she wrote. Drugs are like that.
The giant leech
too.
got him.
So they're not sure drugs can hurt you. They're not sure they can't. So why do people fool around with them? Just dumb, I guess. Yeah.
Sure. It's an internal motion machine. Didn't you hear him?
Want to see my internal motion machine work?
Yeah, it's an internal motion machine. All the thing that's moving is going to be inside. Oh well, that's outside. I don't know what's going on here. Well, whatever you're seeing outside, just know there's a ton more motion going inside.
It really worked. Of course it worked. I planned it all out. You were just lucky.
It did.
What do you mean lucky? Every single part is doing just exactly what I wanted it to.
You know,
Yeah.
moving around pointlessly.
You know what? What? People are like that. Who is? People. Us. We're like the machine. We take good
Are
care
we?
of ourselves. Don't do anything dumb.
Hey, a swastika.
And everything works fine. Yeah, I guess. What would
I think
happen
Anita
if we
pushed for
made
that.
one little change, just for fun? To what? Just try
What?
one little thing.
A
Just for
changing something?
I don't know. Go ahead, try it.
Okay, so now that little thing on top doesn't do anything. And that's it. That's all that changes. Or it makes the video blow up. All the internal mechanics are going wrong. It really is an internal motion machine. The stuff inside was smoking. From the internal mechanics, Sarge.
All you did was try one little thing. I just did it for kicks.
Kicks. Never try anything.
You know what? What? Drugs are like that.
Are they?
Getting older is a lot like walking
I
down
thought the
a
short was
street
over. Are we?
you
What's
never
going on
walked
here?
Down before. You never know what's around the next corner. Some of the things might be great. Some of the things might be terrible.
Oh
Some
no!
of the things might look terrible. and turn out to be great.
A girl.
Some of the things might look great.
Car.
And turn out to be terrible.
Dead.
Drugs are like that.
Are they now? What part of it is what they're like?
So, be careful turning corners.
So, be careful. That's a terrible thing to lose. Miss Anita Bryant. What a calm, clear voice from a University of Miami, classic Florida, giving us the best advice. Thank you, Florida. I mean, of course it was Florida. Anita Bryant's from Florida. Robert Blood. Drugs are like that. Drugs are like that. Drugs are like that. It's a terrible thing to lose. Asking the most normal human expense. Corporation of Public Broadcasting. Thank you. Well, I think we've learned a thing or two about drugs today. Like, they're like Legos. I think they're like Legos. They're like girls. They're like stepping on a crack. They're like asking inane questions. They're like jumping into some water. And by that I mean they're perfectly fucking normal. Anyways, have a nice night, everyone. We're gonna call it here. Thanks for coming out. I hope you had a good time. I'm gonna send you over to my friend Golden Nova, who is learning how to use Rubik's cubes. Why is Golden Nova doing a Rubik's Cube stream? Anyways, I'm sending over to Golden Nova, who's doing a Rubik's Cube stream. Have a good time over there. Have a happy Halloween. I hope you have some good festivities tonight. Have some fun. I know I will. And yeah, when you get over there, be kind and courteous is all I ask. And be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of your Halloween. Bye, everyone. Spooky.